This day is so clear in my head. So clear, so clear. And it's a day, the first time I was ever humiliated to the last moment.
In front of everyone?
Everyone in the assembly. In the assembly.
Sit back.
I did not see it coming. It was unplanned. It was one of those days that I felt like, you know what? If it was leaving school, I'd better leave. Because that time, I was the assistant drama captain.
Okay.
Because the captains were almost the Form 4s and everyone.
And you were in?
I was in Form 3. Okay? I was in Form 3. I was the scouts leader at that time.
You're chief scout?
Chief scout. I was the chief scout at that time. I was the boarding captain. The boarding captain meant that I was in charge of the whole boarding section. It was actually, after the head boy, the boarding captain had the same powers as the head boy.
Wow.
Because he was chargeable of the whole boarding section, the meals, everyone.
Everything.
So everything in the boarding section
Was you?
Was me. I was in charge of all the beds in school, all the electricity.
You're a big man.
I was running the school as a boarding captain. You almost running the school hand in hand with the head boy. So it was a huge post, and a head boy would always be a Form 4, and the captain would be in Form 3, so that he had a lot of time to run the whole boarding
department.
Yes, and we were answering to the boarding master, who was the third in line after the principal. We had an headmaster. We didn't have a principal. Headmaster, deputy headmaster, then boarding captain, boarding master. That is how that boarding thing was so huge. So during my tenure, and something happened. The students who planned with villagers and ferried off through the fence 28 beds from the store.
Huh?
They stole 28 beds.
Full beds?
Full beds.
With mattresses and everything?
Double decks, no. These are beds.
The frames? The
frames, they're in pieces. So if any new students come in, a bed is got, it's fixed and it's taken. So they stole 27 beds. Okay?
Yeah.
Then in the same time, there was an outbreak during my outbreak of cholera during my tenure, because I was supposed to be in charge of the cleanliness and everything. So my tenure had been rocked. My boarding captaincy had been rocked with a lot of controversy under your
watch.
And I would walk into the prefects committee, and they would not even want to listen to anything we are saying, because it was crazy. Remember, I had been a bell ringer in Form 1.
Which is a big deal, by the way.
Bell ringer and timekeeper.
Yes.
Was a big thing, and it was always left for the Form 1 to make them wake up. So when I joined up, I was the bell ringer. Then in Form 2, I was the class captain. From the class captain, so I did very well.
You've been building up. You've been building up.
And I knew very well that when I get to Form 4,
your head boy,
I was going to be head boy too.
You see, like me.
You see?
Like me.
That is because from boarding captain, there was no anywhere.
The next step
would always be
head boy.
So
what happened?
And now, what made this even much sad for me is that the next year, when I was going to be the head boy, it was the first time I would have left Kenya to go represent our school in an exchange program in Norway. Because every single first time, our student would be leaving to Norway. So they gave it to a young guy called Kevin Abondo, who became the head boy from our class. So that day, Friday,
assembly
2000, Form 3.
You remember what month?
We raised the flag every
Friday
and
Monday.
Yeah. So I'm there, school at ease, at ease. Then I heard from behind, halt. Then I'm wondering what's happening.
Who's calling the halt?
The deputy principal. Halt. I said, Felix, halt. And I turned and I saw him. And I stopped and I wondered what. And he stepped in the front. From today, Felix Odiwuor, you are no longer the assistant basketball captain. First, I was the assistant basketball captain. You are not the head boy. You are not the drummer. You are. Please bring back your blazer now.
Did you have it on?
Yes, I had my blazer on and all the badges on it.
And he's not explaining? He hadn't given you warning or anything?
I've not been warned. I'm shaking. Jeff, I'm shaking.
Yeah.
I did not know what...
And everyone can hear this?
Yes.
It's all, you know...
It's all in the assembly.
Anatangaza?
Yes. Then I went straight, and when you were being demoted, you put your hands apart, and the blazer is got off you.
By whom?
By the captain. By the head boy.
He removes the blazer from you?
Yes. You put your... It used to be called hands apart. So you go cross and put your hands apart.
No,
the blazer
Jalad.
is taken from you.
What?
Do you know what this meant?
That's humiliation.
Do you know what this meant?
You're being crucified.
The boarding captain and the head boy had their own cubicles, almost their own houses.
Uh-huh. So now you're going to put...
leave my... I'll get my stuff off the house.
And go to general population.
And go to the general house. And look for a bed and start being with the people who some liked me.
I know, some hated
some
you.
Some really hated me.
Yeah.
Because of how strict
you were.
You understand? So I was the laughing stock, my friend.
But did nobody explain to you, was the cholera outbreak or the 27
we knew
beds?
That there was a problem. But they had been meeting, but they had not told any one of us.
Especially you.
Especially me.
Where is this deputy principal today?
Wow, bro. I met him once or twice.
You did?
Yes.
And?
He's so proud of me.
Hukum
So what could you do? But I understood why.
Why?
Why he had...
Why?
Because my term had been rocked with a lot.
It wasn't your fault unless you stole the beds.
No. But
organized.
You were in charge. The buck stops with you.
That's unfair, man.
Bro,
you were undressed in public.
In public,
bro.
So that was in Form 3 third term when it just a few days.
You were a step away from head boy.
A few days to be the head boy. Because it was obvious that the house captain would always be the head boy because he had already known how the school
runs. And you
runs.
were boarding captain too.
And I was boarding captain. So
and deputy basketball captain.
The next year I just knew that, you know what? I was just going to be announced as the head boy.
Me too.
It was not announced, bro. They then called Kevin Abondo.
And he went to Norway.
He was my deputy house captain.
And he went to Norway.
Yes, he went to Norway, bro. He was the one who went to Norway.
And you stayed in Nyangoma?
I stayed, bro. I stayed back. Do you know what it meant? I would serve food with everyone in the queue.
With the general population.
But thank God to a few prefects who are working with who will still go get my food and
to avoid that humiliation.
You can imagine.
And you didn't leave the school?
I didn't leave, bro. It was just the last year. Very sad. That was a very sad day for me in school. And it almost sent me to depression.
I can imagine.
Yes. But thank God to a friend of mine called Patroba Fwamba who lives now in the US.
Patroba?
Fwamba. He told me, you know what, bro? We were meant for big things.
Oh.
Let's move on.
Oh.
He actually did away with his posts and said, you know what? If I'm not... There was mass resignation from the prefect's body.
After what happened to you?
Yes.
But you weren't restored?
I wasn't restored.
Did you get anything in your last year?
No.
Nothing?
I finished my whole Form 4.
As a regular...
As a regular student.
Pole, bro, pole. And that has haunted you to this day, hasn't it?
Do I look like I'm haunted about a prefect post in high school? Look at you.